Now, I think that winter is the very best time of the year to establish a lawn here in Perth. Now, whilst turf grasses are growing very slowly, they are growing, establishing a small root system so that when the warmer spring comes around, they're off and going. And by the time we get into hot, dry summers, well, they're established and they're not going to suffer at all. So what is the best way to actually establish a lawn? Well, without doubt, it is rolling out a turf lawn. They look fantastic instantly. And what's the best turf variety? Well, I'll show you. Well, if you're looking for a grass that's absolutely fantastic in a hot, dry, sunny position, it requires half the maintenance that a normal buffalo lawn would require and only a fraction of the water to keep it looking fantastic right through summer. Write this name down. It's called palmetto and it's the world's most popular buffalo grass variety. Palmetto is a buffalo grass, and unlike the old-fashioned forms, it's not scratchy and it doesn't have those silicon spicules that leave invisible thin slices in your skin that sting like stink when you jump in the shower or itch like heck when you start sweating. It's brilliant in WA's conditions because it's considered a new generation buffalo grass, and that means that its establishment, care and maintenance is far easier than any other buffalo currently available. Installation of palmetto is simple. Now, the most important thing is to prepare your area for it to be laid. Now, this may require bringing in some topsoil and getting a solid level surface. Now, if your soil is not soil, just sand, make sure you add an amendment. Now, the growers recommend a product called Underlay, which builds up the organic content in the soil. Adding a specialised wetting agent and a specialised lawn starter fertiliser will ensure that your turf takes off like a rocket. Lay the turf out in a bond pattern using a knife to cut any excess off the rolls. After you've laid the turf, wet it down again and run a plate compactor over the top of it. Now, this pushes the roots into the soil and gets rid of air pockets. It's vitally important that you water down the grass immediately after it's been laid, and you make sure that it remains nice and moist for at least 10 days after it's been put down. Now, during winter, that's not too hard, but if we do get some freaky dry weather, you will need to water 3 or 4 times a day. But once you've done it, once it's laid, stand back and look at one of the best turf grasses you'll find anywhere in the world.